Okay, welcome back to another episode of Catch and Tie. Today you're going to see me down at the Ohio River, very close to my house, and you're going to see me catch a smallmouth. That's my first smallmouth of the year. Haven't been able to get down there. River's been a little high, been getting some rain, and I've been working a lot lately. So, got to get out when I can. Wanted to put this fly together for y'all. This is basically just a woolly bugger pattern. Go ahead and watch me catch the fish, and I'll show you how to tie the fly. That smallmouth that I caught is average for the Ohio River. They get much bigger. My biggest was probably around 22 inches. Not as fat as smallmouth you'll see up in the Great Lakes, but these guys live in heavy current, so they are long and slender. Alright, enjoy it, and I'll be right back with you to tie the fly. Come on. Come on. There, it's a nice smallie. Okay, welcome back. Let's get to tying this fly here. Nice little smallie you just seen. That's about the average size we catch down at the river there. First we're going to start with a little thread. What we're using is the UTC let's see, 1/36 denier. Let's go ahead and start it on there. Wrap it back to about the top of the bend of the hook. Go ahead and cut it away. And the tail material, we're going to use the feathers on the underside of your cape here. Actually, the saddle. These nice little fluffy marabou style feathers here. I'm going to take a couple of these, and I'm going to take one from a grizzly saddle, same place, right on the bottom there. Just need one of these. Two of the others, one of these. These are both bargain basement capes that I got at a fly shop a little north of me in the Shannock. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my grizzly. That's going to be in the center. I'm going to take that, that other brown cape or saddle and place one of the feathers on the other side of it, so I'm going to have like a little sandwich here. And when we're all put together, it looks like that. So, pinch them. Don't want your tail too long. Put about half the hook there, half the shank of the hook or so. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just make a nice little fat tail. Wrap it in. And go ahead, wrap it up a little bit, and you can cut all this away here. Alright, we're going to add this piece of monofilament. This is actually 20-pound test. I was using this when I was using making articulated flies, doubling over for the back hook. But It also makes good counter wrap for the hackle. So go ahead, just tie it in. Now we're going to add a little bit of crystal flash. I'm going to put a little bit on the tail here. What I got is tinsel Flashaboo. Very common, very easy to get, not very expensive. Take a couple pieces, take two. It's actually a really quick fly to tie. There's not really a lot to it. Don't have to put a lot of thought into it. But it'll take a little more time showing you on the camera. Okay, now that you got two pieces of the Flashaboo, put it under your thread, bring it up. And make sure you got it about even, because you want to double it over here. Got about even in length. We're going to wrap it in. Double it over. To about the same length as your tail. Give it a couple wraps. Bend it back. And there you go. Now you got your Flashaboo for your tail. Take those loops, cut them out. Now we're going to go ahead and tie the dumbbell in. Bring your thread up to the front. Take your, it's not a dumbbell, it's actually chain bead eyes. Dumbbells are different. But the chain is basically your length of chain. You can take big utility scissors or little wire cutters. Snip them. And these are pretty easy to tie in. Just start with one tie in the middle, up over top a couple times, and do a figure 8 back the other way, straighten them out. Now if you don't do anything else, they're going to be loose. They're going to turn on you. So a trick to stop that is take it up and under a few times. A couple more figure 8s. Bring your thread back out of the way. Now you got nice secure eyes. Alright, take your thread back. Get out of the way. You're going to put a little lead wire on. This is 030 lead wire. And all I'm going to do is 3 wraps. 1, 2, 3. That's all you need. Just want to add a little extra weight because these chain bead eyes aren't very heavy. And I wanted a little more weight on it. Okay, there we go. From here, you're going to go ahead and tie in your velvet baby blanket yarn. This is not the large baby blanket yarn that you see at the craft store. You get this from the craft store or the sewing shop or Hobby Lobby or somewhere. It's called velvet baby blanket yarn. So it's a little smaller. It's very close to the chenille size. Go ahead and wrap it in, straight back. Be careful not to hit the point of your hook while you're wrapping it back. This hook is extremely sharp. I actually got this off of Amazon. Bought them in bulk. And I took a kind of a risk. I wasn't quite sure how they'd come in, but they are very, very nice hooks. Super sharp, super strong. I mean, these are like super strong hooks. I'm sure made overseas, but you know, a lot are. Alright, go ahead and take your yarn, Get it started right at the back there. And if you have a rotary vise, go ahead and spin it straight up. I'm going to give these eyes just a couple more wraps here. I noticed I hit it and moved it a little bit. That's better. Alright. Pull that straight up like that. Go ahead and tie it off. Get this away here. Go ahead and make a nice little collar here. Make sure that's good and secure. Just like that. Alright, so now you have the beginnings of the fly here. Looks pretty good. Nice little tail on it. And now it's time to select a feather out of this saddle that you're going to use to wrap the body with. And you want to pick a big one. You got you go with a grizzly one here, which are pretty good size. You got big, nice big fat ones on the under part of the cape here. Get a nice big fat one. I like them long. Like a nice big long saddle. Gives a lot of movement in the water. Right. And that's what I come up with. I'm going to use this one right here. Nice and fat. Nice looking feather. Take all the fluff off the bottom. Strip it back. Cut it away. Now the trick to tie this in is you want, when you're tying it in, you got a not so good side and you got the good side. You want the shiny side, the good side, facing you. Because when you wrap it, you want it to wrap this way. You want all the shiny side of the feathers, the good side of the feathers, to be facing forward here. So just put your feather right next to your collar. Wrap it in. You got the shiny side facing you and sort of toward the front, towards you. Wrap it in real good. You don't want it to come loose on you when you start wrapping it back. I don't cut this away yet either. I wait until afterwards. If you want to, you can go ahead and stroke the feathers back just to get them splayed out a little bit. And you notice on this feather, on any feather, at the bottom they're fatter, and at the top they're a little thinner. And I like it that way because we're going to start with 2 wraps to begin our hackle here, and work it way back here. If you need hackle pliers, you can use them. I typically don't need them on this size feather. I use them a lot, but don't need them on this. See how nice and full that is there? Nice big feather. Let me give it one more wrap. When I get back to here, you're going to grasp it firmly. And this is kind of why I used the 20-pound test too. Take that 20-pound test and pull real hard on it to capture that feather. You want to counter wrap it. You Try not to capture any of the hackle. I'm pulling pretty hard on this mono here. If you see you're trying to capture some here, just work it out of it. You can do that. It's not a race. I'm not trying to tie for production here. And if you're a production for tire, you're much faster than me, that's for sure. Give it a couple wraps in up front here and go ahead and tie it off. Give it a few ties, make sure it's nice and secure, because this is going to hold that feather. It's the only thing that's holding it, holding that hackle. Okay, looking pretty good. Now you can go ahead and cut away your stem. And your mono, nice and close. The tip of the feather, cut that away. Make sure you don't cut anything else away here. When I reach down in there, I don't reach down and get it so close to where it's going to have a potential of coming out there. I give it about maybe 1/8 of an inch away. And there you go. How's that look? Now this, these feathers are pretty webby. So before I do anything else, I like to give it a little brushing out here. Separate these feathers a little bit. Brings it to life, don't it? Tease that up a little bit. Okay. Couple wraps in there. Now I'm going to take this Flashaboo again. I'm going to take one strip. I'll lay it right in the middle there. On my side, bring it right to the side of the fly. Couple wraps. Bring it back, wrap it in. Because I like these running down the side. I'll cut it to length here in a second after I do one on your side. So you just need one. And again, do the same. I'm going to turn it my way here a little bit. It just gives it a little more flash on the side of the fly. Do you really need to do it? Probably not. But I've been doing it, so I'm going to show you what I do. I do a couple of turns on the Flashaboo. Take your scissors. Cut them right about the midpoint of the tail on either side. And there you go. You got a little extra flash there now. Alright, so now we're going to add a little bit of this ice stub. Steelhead dispenser ice stub. Got at, I got this up at International Anglers, I do believe. Not going to use a lot. That's all what I'm going to use right there. Go ahead and spin her onto your thread. And dub it on. If you want, you can dub it in between the eyes there, which I'll do on this one here. Need a little more, just a touch more, and we'll do that. Get it on there good. Alright, so in between a couple times. Alright, there you go. Now before I whip finish it, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of Sally Hansen's to my thread here. Take your whip finish tool. This is actually my bigger size whip finisher. One, two, yeah, three ought to do it. That Sally Hansen's will secure everything. Pull it good and tight. That's a little too tight. Cut it off. You got yourself a little. That's actually a size 2/0, not so little. I didn't zoom in as close as I normally do, trying to get the whole fly here for you. But it's a bugger pattern. Smallmouth like it. All the predator fish seem to like it. Super easy to tie. I mean, it's just you're using the materials on that saddle that you normally don't use. The under fluff feathers there, and the longer webby feathers that you think, well, what am I going to do with those? You make great streamers. So there you have it. Alright, if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead, give me a subscribe, give me a like, let me know what you like about my videos here. Give me a little feedback, and stay tuned for more.